Hey everybody, so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at our education tax credits. So let's take a look at our question here. Demo 3.7, education tax credits. Denise O. student attended Saskatchewan Polytechnic for most of 2019. Saskatchewan Polytechnic provided her with a T2202A tuition, education, and textbook amount certificate for 2019. Okay, so every student that attends a Canadian accredited university is going to get this certificate, and they use it to fill out their tax form. They're going to use it. We're filling out our federal tuition, education, and textbook amounts schedule. Okay, the Schedule 11. Denise's taxable income in 2019 was $15,000. She had the following federal non-refundable tax credits for 2019. Basic personal amount, $12,069. CPP, $500. EI, $200. Canada employment amount, $1,178. You can assume there are no CPP or EI overpayments in 2019. There were no carryovers of tuition, education, or textbook amounts for other years. Denise would like to transfer as much of the education tax credits as possible to her father, Dad O student. So I'm going to also alter this question as well. I'm going to say there were $1,000 of carryovers of tuition, education, or textbook amounts from other years. Okay, we'll call that alternate question. I just want to demonstrate how that would change the question, how you would fill out the Schedule 11 federal tuition, education, and textbook amounts. So determine the federal tuition, education, textbook amounts that must be claimed by Denise, let's say for the year. And then the federal tuition, education, and textbook amounts that may be claimed by her father for the year. And the federal tuition, education, and textbook amounts that maybe carry over to a future year. Okay, so let's actually, just for fun, I'm gonna push this over here, and we're gonna, oh, there's me. Do you need to see me? I don't think you need to see me. So where we're at is this, we're on step 5 here, filling in our personal tax credit amounts. So the question says that we have a basic personal amount of 12,069, and we've got CPP of 500. So we can go down the line here and find our CPP contributions, for which we can put in for a tax credit. Okay, 500. And we've got employment insurance 200. So we've got 200 right here. Okay, and Canada employment amount of 1,178. I believe that is, we need to update that for the question. 1,000, oops, 222. Okay. 1,222. And that's right in the form as well. Okay. So now that we've filled that out, what we're going to do is let's add these up, shall we? 12,069 plus 500 plus 200 plus 1,222. Got 13,991. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this number right here in the form. Let's just put it 13,991, because we're going to be changing that when we add our education tax credits. So let's go to our education tax credits form, our federal tuition and education amount. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger here. Maybe shrink it down a little bit. Well, I think that's good. All right, so if we read through the form, we just go to the top of the page. It says only the student can fill this out. And these 3 bullet points are what the question's asking us to do. So we're supposed to figure out our tuition, education, and textbook amount, the tuition amount we can transfer to a designated individual, and any unused amount we can carry forward. So you can see that the question stole the requirements right from the form. So this is the purpose of the form, right? So let's do that. So the question says we don't. I alter the question, but the original question says that we have no unused tuition, education, and textbook amounts from a previous year, from 2018. That was carried forward. The question also says that we had $6,500 of tuition. Boy, that font is small. Don't think I can fix that, but that's the way it goes. Okay, and we didn't have any foreign education, any foreign tuition from any foreign educational institutions for 2019. Okay, so add lines 1, 2, and 3, total available tuition, education, and textbook amounts for 2019. Okay, let me just see here if yeah, 6,500. Okay, so now we just basically follow, I'm going to basically explain what the form is showing you, especially when I add in $1,000 carried forward. But enter the amount of your taxable income from line 2600 of your return if it is 47,630 or less. Okay, well, it is. Our income is 15,000. Total of lines 1 to 20 in step 5 of your return. Okay, well, total of lines 1 to 20, that was, here's 1, gonna go all the way down to 20. That adds up to $13,991. So that's why I parked that number there. Okay, so 13,991. So line 5 minus line 6. All right, well, let's go to our calculator here, and we'll just go minus 15,000, and that's 109. $1,009. Unused tuition, education, textbook amounts you are claiming for 2019. Amount from line 1 or line 7, whichever is less. So 1 or 7, whichever is less. Line 7 minus line 8 is 1,009. All right, we're supposed to push this 0 over here. Okay, 2019 tuition amount you're claiming for 2019. Enter the amount of line 2 plus line 3, 2 plus 3, or the amount from line 9, whichever is less. So this is less, line 9. So what is CRA making us do when they have us choose whichever is less? What they've done here is we already get $13,991 worth of tax credits, and we are in the lowest tax bracket, earning $15,000. Okay, let's go take a look at the tax brackets. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling the wrong way. Gotta learn how to use a mouse. Okay. The tax brackets are, this is the first tax bracket at 15%. And like I told you before, the tax credits are also 15%. So basically, what these tax credits do is reduce, you could, if you had enough tax credits, reduce your taxes payable to 0. If you had tax credits up to, let's say you had $47,630 worth of income exactly, and you also had $47,630 worth of tax credits, those tax credits would cancel out your income. Sorry, those tax credit amounts would cancel out your income, because when you multiply your tax credit amounts by the tax credit rate right here, then you get your tax credits, which is going to be equal to your taxes owing on income earned up to $47,630. So that's what essentially this is doing right here. It's saying, well, you already have these tax credits, and you can carry whatever you don't use here, these federal tuition amounts, you can carry those forward to future years. So you're not going to use these. You're going to use the credits you already have, the non-refundable ones that you can't carry forward. Okay, and so how much of the federal tuition amounts should you use to bring your income, basically your taxable income, to 0? You only need to use $109. That's what this form is making you do. Okay, so add lines 8 and 10. Enter this amount on 32,300 of your return. Okay, so add lines 8 and 10. Now, well, 8 plus 10, that's 0 plus 1,009. So let's fill out this. This is for information. Okay, we're not eligible for the disability tax credit in this question. And enter the number of months you were enrolled as a part-time student. The question says we were enrolled for 2 months, and also the question says we were enrolled full-time for, what does it say here? 2 months part-time, 8 months full-time. Wow, ambitious student. That looks like they did 2 full-time semesters and did some summer school for 2 months. Good for them. Get it done. Okay, so now how much are we going to transfer or carry forward of our unused amount? Well, we just take the amounts that they tell us to. So we're going to take amount from line 4 of the previous page, 6,500. Amount from line 11 from the previous page, 1,009. Okay, we subtract 1,009 from 6,500. Line 12 minus line 13. All right, so you can do 5,500 minus 9 is 5,491, or if you want to test that out, 991 plus 6,500 for, oh, oopsie, I got too many nines there. There we go. Is my form adding, did I add that comma? No, form's that, this is adding commas. Mystery to me. Why some of these add commas and some of them, oh, the form is adding commas. I'm sorry for getting all distracted by that. Okay, if you are transferring an amount to another individual, continue on line 15. Otherwise, enter the amount from line 14 on line 19. Okay, so we can just skip all this if we're not transferring, take this amount and put it here. But we're not. We're going to transfer some to our father. That's what the question asks us to do. So enter the amount of line 1 plus line 3 from the previous page. Line 2 plus line 3. So that's these two amounts here. So we're going to put, but the maximum is 5,000. Okay, well, we can't put line 2 plus line 3 because the maximum is 5,000. So let's put that in there. And amount from line 10 from the previous page. So that would be 1,009. And 1,009 subtracted from 5,000. So we've got 3,991. Okay, that's the maximum transferable. We could transfer 5,000 from that 6,500, but we used 1,009, so we can transfer 3,991. Okay. Now, you would wonder, like, why can't I subtract 1,009 from 6,500? And then the maximum would be, like, why wouldn't the maximum be 6,500 minus 1,000 what I used? Oh, 5,491 is greater than 5,000, but the maximum is 5,000. I'm going to claim 5,000. Because that's why that CRA didn't set the worksheet up like that. They set it up so that whatever you use is subtracted from the maximum that you can transfer to whoever you wanted to transfer it to. I don't know why, but this is how CRA does it. They take the maximum and subtract whatever you used from the maximum, and that's what you can transfer to your parents, grandparents, or spouse. So this says you can transfer all or part of the amount in line 17 to your spouse, common law partner, their parent or grandparent, or to your parent or grandparent. To do this, you have to designate the individual and specify the federal amount that you are transferring to them on your Form 2202, TL11A or TL11C. Enter the amount on line 18 below. Okay, well, we're going to transfer all of it. And unused federal available amount to carry forward to the future. So we've used $1,009. Our parents are going to use $3,991. We had $6,500, and we're going to be left with, so $5,491 minus $3,991. A nice even $1,500. Okay, so that's how you fill out this form when there's no unused federal tuition carried forward from 2018. Okay, so let's read. Oh, I guess we should put this amount this amount in to our 32300 space on our form, so 1009. Right here. And we can update this because it's going to be 13,991 plus 1,009. Okay, so we've got 15,000 worth of tax credits. 15,000 worth of tax credit amounts. What a coincidence. That is exactly what our taxable income is. So that's what that form made us do. It made us bring our taxes owing to zero by bringing our tax credit amounts to equal exactly what our taxable income was. Okay. So now I said I'm going to alter the question. I'm going to say that we had $1,000 to carry forward from previous years. Let's see how that affects our Schedule 11 here. So we're supposed to add lines 1, 2, and 3 here. So I'm going to have 7,500. Okay, we put our, this doesn't change. We put our income in 15,000, total of lines 1 to 20 in step 5 of the return, still 13,991. And line 5 minus line 6 is 1,009. This time we're going to put in unused education textbook amounts are claiming for 2019 amount from line 1 or line 7, whichever is less. So 1 or 7. So 1,000 is less. So we're going to put that in here. Okay, and so we're supposed to push this over here. Okay, line 7 minus line 8 is $9. Okay. And 2019 tuition amount we're claiming, enter the amount of line 2 plus line 3, or the amount from line 9, whichever is less. So we're only going to use $9 from our current year, which equals 1,009, the same amount. So what they're saying is okay, you're going to use, what you're going to do is use your carry forward first, and only $9 from your $6,500 worth of tuition this year. Okay, so these still say the same: 2 months of part-time study, 8 months of full-time study. But this section is going to change, and you'll see how it changes. So amount from line 4 from previous page. So that's going to be 7,500. Amount from line 11 from previous page still stays the same. And we're going to change this to 6,491. Total unused amount. Enter the amount of line 2 plus line 3 from the previous page. Okay, so that's just 2, line 2 plus 3. But the maximum's 5,000. So we can't put 6,500. Amount from line 10 from the previous page, 9. Oh, okay, well that changes. We no longer have 1,009 there anymore. We only have 9. And the amount that we can transfer is 4,991.00. Okay, so this explanation again about how to transfer, who we can transfer to. Enter the amount you're transferring cannot be more than line 17. So we're going to transfer 4,991. And unused federal amount available to carry forward to future year is line 14 minus line 18. So that's 6,491 minus 4,991 equals 1,500. Okay, so what that did was because so you can what this illustrates is you can only transfer amounts from the current year to your chosen person for their tax return in the current year. Okay, you can't transfer these carryover amounts to them, but this reduces how much you had to use. This carryover amount reduced how much you need, how much tuition from the current year that you needed to use to bring your income to match your tax credit amounts. You only needed to use 9 of those dollars. So the rest you could use to transfer to your chosen person that you're allowed to transfer to. Okay, so that is the federal tuition, education, and textbook amounts. And I'll be doing another video for you on transfer amounts, other transfer amounts. Okay. Gotta end the recording. And we'll see you next time.